hard to capture, extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a convict and start killing. It's manifesting. The gods work like appliances, dealing in my psyche.
Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explained here, bringing you guys another discussion about the Boruto manga. And for the anime only fans, I'm going to be continuing to talk about manga discussions. So if you're still here, I'm gonna assume you're okay with me talking about spoilers. So here's the thing, right? Like, we all know where the Boruto manga is headed towards. Like, they're very clearly heading towards Isshiki coming for Kawaki. We all know that that is something that is pretty much a certainty. That's something that's gonna happen. It won't be as easy as it was last time. Naruto and company have the opportunity to actually hide Kawaki, okay? They have an opportunity to hide him because Kawaki no longer has the Karma Seal, and because he doesn't have the Karma Seal, Isshiki can't just teleport right to where Kawaki is. So that brings up this next question. When Isshiki does come to Konoha, you can better believe that he's gonna be bringing someone like maybe Code with him, but I think the most obvious person is gonna be Delta. And that brings up a very interesting fight in my opinion, because when you look at Delta and everything we know about the Kara members, I really feel like there are two characters who are best fitted to fight against Delta. Now, we all know that Naruto's a chakra monster, chakra powerhouse, but Naruto in this situation can't waste time with Delta. The same thing with Sasuke. They can't afford to waste any type of a fight with Delta, especially because Delta has very hacks abilities that counter the regeneration abilities that Naruto has. That's the whole reason why Kawaki jumped in the way, because if Naruto got hit by it, Naruto would be in serious trouble. So that brings up who I think would be the best option to go against Delta, and I think it's a two-woman team. That's right, I think we're gonna have three women fighting each other. So essentially, I think that the best option to take down Delta would be Sakura Haruno and Hinata Hyuga. And when you really think about it, these two would be a beast of a combination, because let's look at what you get with the Kara organization. Kawaki revealed that each of these members of Kara, they've all, in particular the inners, they've all been augmented by scientific ninja weapons tools. They all have a scientific ninja weapon tool core. That's the whole reason why Team 7 was able to get the upper hand on Boro, because using Sarada's Sharingan, they were able to locate his core. Now, that brings up the fight where Hinata can finally prove her worth in the Boruto franchise. So essentially, you get this opportunity where Hinata, she has the Byakugan and she's gonna be able to find Delta's core. Now, a lot of people, myself included, think that Delta's core is gonna be that drone that's on the back of her body. They kind of telegraphed that and made it seem pretty easy, but that's never been anything that's been actually confirmed by any characters in the series. So I think that if you go that route, it gives you opportunity for something really special to happen, because you have this moment where Hinata, as she and Sakura are fighting against Delta, Sakura has enough physical strength to be able to pound Delta into the ground, okay? This version of Sakura now is a lot stronger than the one we saw in the war arc. The same thing with Hinata. The version of Hinata that you see now is a lot stronger than the Hinata that you saw in Naruto the Last, contrary to popular belief. And so if Hinata can use her Byakugan to find Delta's scientific ninja weapon tool core, that opens up the door for these two to use teamwork, and eventually for Sakura to do what Sakura does best, which is basically use that chakra enhanced monster strength in combination with her Byakugan seal to take out that scientific ninja weapon tool core. Now, the big thing about this is I got two questions. Number one, when Naruto was fighting against Delta, one of the things that Naruto said is that Delta was using chakra, and in particular he was talking about that I-beam jutsu and her ability to not only absorb jutsu but also be able to fire out that I-beam that disintegrates the body on a cellular level. So the two questions I have is, number one, if Sakura uses her Byakugan seal, would that be a way? Would that actually be a way to actually counter the effects of that regeneration, or is Delta's I-beam jutsu just that overpowered? So that's the first question. And the second question is, when you look at how the Hyuga clan's ability to send out chakra through all of their chakra points, when you look at how that works, we've seen instances where the Hyuga clan, when they go into their gentle fist and they start using rotation, all these other Hyuga clan techniques, they're able to essentially dismantle chakra based attacks. And Delta's I-beam jutsu is something similar. So could we see a scenario where Hinata plays the defense and Sakura plays the offensive role? So essentially one's going to be the sword and the other one's going to be the shield. That makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because Naruto and Sasuke, they're the sun and moon to one another. other, so it makes sense that their wives would be the sword and the shield for one another, and you're able to make better use of two incredibly smart women but also two very powerful women. It makes the best usage of their skill. If you see a scenario where Hinata can indeed use the gentle fist, maybe use a variation of rotation to where she's pushing out an enormous amount of chakra through all of her chakra points, and so she's done it to the point where maybe using the air palm jutsu or something to where she's able to essentially dismantle Delta's I-beam jutsu, and that opens up the door for Sakura to come from behind and smash Delta and take out her scientific ninja weapon tool core. I think that that could be something really good, and when it comes to both of these women, I think that both of these women need a serious fight in the Boruto era, because when you look at it, a lot of people think that Hinata's just a housewife, and a lot of people look at Sakura and say, well, you know, Sakura, she's okay as an adult, but she's still useless. So I think that this would be really good if we saw a really strategic fight from these two in the manga. That way when the anime gets it, the anime can add some stuff to it. This could be Sakura and Hinata's version of Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki. So let me know what you guys think about that possibility. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.